Yeah. What up, wonderful people? It's good to be back here once again at this time of the day. So, I don't know what time it is out there around you in your own space, but I'm here to address certain issues that needs to be addressed, perhaps in the right way. Oh yeah. Um, it's a sad situation, you know. It's a very, very sad situation that people perish because they are alien to knowledge. If you are alien to knowledge, then wisdom is not even within your imagination, not to talk about within your reach. The topic for tonight's broadcast is Bantu Hebrews. Yeah, Bantu Hebrews. That's the topic for tonight's broadcast. And we are going to dive into it and sort this thing out, perhaps once and for all. Yeah. I stumbled upon this thing. Let me make it a little bit bigger. A little bit bigger so you all can see. Yeah, this identity here, this very one. So it's gonna be right here, right in the center of your screen. Just like this, yeah. Just like this. Yeah. This one is perfect. It's very, very perfect this way. Yeah. I had to type out something quickly. I saw this identity of Bantu Hebrews, and it made me to ponder seriously about it. It seems that the black man, anything black skin, obviously hates knowledge. Later they will say the Africans, the blacks are at the bottom of the strata. The blacks they are being abused, racism, racial segregation, and so on and so forth. What have the blacks that are lazy, what have they never said about discrimination? These people suffer from some sort of mental psychosis that cannot be healed from generation to generation. Oh yes, this is ancient Idu. Here we don't transliterate, we translate what our eye sees. We don't. And we owe no one an apology. Any form of apology, we don't owe you. Because we don't apologize to stupidity. In any other channel that we run or operate, we can be civil there. We can talk normally, you know. But when we come here, then the Spirit is in charge. The Spirit is in charge. I don't care about your academic honors and laurels that you ever got. All those things are trash. High frequency trash. Because you Africans, you people stink. If you're an African and you get this broadcast, you feel offended. Oh yeah, you can. You have the right to feel offended. So this guy vomits so much vulgar. This guy is so abusive. I'm not going to listen. I don't give a damn if you listen to it or not. But the fact remains, if you don't listen to it, let me tell you something. Your adversaries, they will listen to it because your adversaries, they know you long before now, and they still know you better. You don't even know yourself. They will listen to it, and they will get the message that I'm putting out. Then they will know how to deal with you people furthermore. From eternity to eternity. There will be no liberation for the African, for the melanated ones. There will be no liberation. Only a microscopic few that understands what the law of the world is talking about. What the law of this realm or this plane of existence, because there is no such thing as that. We are in a plane, a realm of existence, and that realm or that plane of existence is the realm of flesh. So there is no tribe, there is no race, there is nothing. All is equal before God, as the law says that all man is equal before the law. That is how the law of God says. And the law of man also says the same thing. So if the blacks cannot wake up to realize these facts, then they are a bunch of idiots. Mass producing idiots. From one generation to the other, they keep complaining. No, now this generation, we are raising the standard. We are changing the status quo. We are not complaining. We are hammering down. We are criticizing and hammering down ruthlessly the stupidity or the foolishness of Africans. I removed the name of the person that used this as his Facebook profile picture. And these people are all idiots. When you see them with dreads, with dreadlocks, long dreadlocks, looking so unkempt, looking like demons. And hear them, you see them smoke weed, take ganja, and they talk about Selassie. They talk about A.I.R. When they finish talking about it, when you look at them, as they finish talking about Selassie, about A.I.R, about whatsoever deity they want to talk about, you look at them, you see that they are dirty. And I know one thing for sure, that cleanliness is next to godliness. You can't tell me, you can't talk about a God that created the silver, the gold, the diamond, a God that even created the northern light, that created the sun, the moon, the 52 moons in our galaxy. The God that created the oceans, the depth, all the resources of the world, and you are associating with dirtiness. It's extremely impossible. There are two oceans that never mix together. If those two oceans can't mix, because one is salty, presumably dirty, the other one is clean, so you put them together, but they don't mix. You see the separation. That is how God is. God doesn't mix up. He doesn't reside in the dustbin. He's a clean, holy God. So you Africans should stop messing around the identity of God. You are shameless. Oh yes, I don't have apology for that as usual. We translate, we don't transliterate. Bandits everywhere. How can you wake up and call yourself Bantu Hebrew? Look at such foolishness, such recklessness. What is Bantu? I need to ask you. Whenever you get, to you that will listen to this particular one, you can share it, even share it as far. Let it get into the American media space, because the one that shared this is a black American. He's black, of course. His brain is also black. That's why he can't think. Now, when you try to help idiots like this, they come out to abuse you, attack you, vilify you, look for ways to terminate you, because they want to remain in a quagmire of error. Bandits everywhere. What is Bantu? What is Bantu? Is the question for tonight. Bantu Hebrew. Do you know how the word Bantu came to be? Do you know how it came into existence? Reckless things called Africans. We are Bantu Negro. We are Bantu Negro. What is Bantu Negro? The same trend that they used in conscripting or arranging the King James Bible is almost the same way that they used to arrange the term Bantu. Who named you Bantu? Foolish idiots. Who named you Bantu? It's a man called Wilhelm Bleek. Wilhelm Bleek named you Bantu. Do you get that? When Wilhelm Bleek landed Africa, maybe per se he could have been the first European or so that came down to Africa. When he got down there, he landed in a place which is in modern day Nigeria. And he saw these people. He was quick to identify that they are great people. They are the first. They are the original humans, the first people that God created. He acknowledged it. But before the advent of the Europeans, before they started coming down to Africa, the Arabs have been there. The Arabs have brought down the great civilization of the entire land space or the landscape. They brought it down completely and vandalized everything, the Arabs. Then, within the 17th century, thereabout, it should be 17th century, the term was now popularized. But let me just be kind and fair to these things called Africa. Let me take it down to the 15th century. When they got there, the term Akebulan came to, as in, they brought it up. But when this German came, he said these are Bantu Negroes. He said Negroes, which is a slow word. He said they populated from the plains of Benue down to the coasts, the eastern coast of Nigeria, the place where the people cry out Biafra freedom. He said from there, we have the evidences and everything. They moved down to the east of Africa. From the east of Africa, they moved down. They populated the whole west of Africa. They moved down to the south of Africa. They covered the whole Africa. But there is more to this. Because in this very broadcast, we are not going to give full education about it. We just give you a peck of it so you have some little sense in your head. Wilhelm Bleek coined the word Bantu. There is no African language that is Bantu. There is no single African language that is Bantu, B-A-N-T-U, B-A-N space or dash T-U. There's no African word. He coined it, a German, a Saxon, a German. He coined it and he named it, gave you people the name. Pow! You people accepted it. They now made it into a literature, into your history books. Pow! From then, the rest is history. From generation to generation, every useless African that ever comes out, even the American professors, the American doctors, they all seconded to the term Bantu. We are Bantu Negroes. God will punish you all. You are who is Bantu Negro? Foolish things. Now look at this one that called himself a Bantu Hebrew with the unkept beards. Retards everywhere. The moment they change your identity, they put it into your literature, into your history books. Everybody now believes it. It's only Africans. in the entire world, only Africans in the entire world, that you will come, you will change their name to cockroach, put it in the history book. The rest of Africans will say, yes, our ancestors are cockroach, we are great people. You are always great in foolishness. That is the way the name A.I.R came to be. The black Americans are the worst even. They can be humane, but when it comes to stupidity, they rank number one. They can have a soul, but the black African in Africa, they don't have souls. Those ones are demons. The black Americans can be humane, but they rank number one in stupidity. Wherever you go in this present time and age, citing a black man is an appalling thing. Because when you speak with them, initially you will think they have something to offer, but with time, you get to find out that they are useless. And you quickly discard them. When you discard them, they start crying out racism. But they had the opportunity to prove themselves as humans. They will never ever do such. Give them an opportunity, they take opportunities. Give them a country to run, they run it down. And they marry virtually all the women in the country. And you want to tell me these people are sensible? Boldly, look at the way he was the one that made this design, and he said it's Bantu Hebrew. What is Bantu? What is Bantu? I don't want to even go to the term Hebrew. How the word Hebrew was coined and created. Then when you speak, you see professors coming out to challenge you. They won't even challenge you, they start abusing you. Just as some useless set of idiots that call themselves doctors and professors were busy abusing me. Because I wanted to let them know that A.I.R is not the name of Africa. We have the original name, we have the original identity, we know these things. No! Dr. Ante Diop, his thesis has been proved. Who proved his thesis? Who taught him? Just like the movement of Elijah Muhammad, or whatever is his name, that keeps preaching rubbish. The white man is evil. Who was the teacher of Elijah Muhammad? Fahad Muhammad, a white man. They taught you your principle, your philosophy. They gave it to you. You idiots. You hate the West. You hate America. You hate Britain. Go and look at America and Britain, how organized they are. If not for America and Britain, none of the blacks in this world will make any sense. That's the honest truth. Because the Arabs that came into Africa, they reigned the great civilization. They brought Africa down on her knees. And all the slaves that went to Arab world, Asia, they are not accounted for till today. Not even one. But the ones in America and in the West making noise. The West gave you opportunities because they wanted to make you feel like humans. But you are the dread of the society. You have nothing to offer. It's ridiculous to know that we have doctors in various fields, in Canada, in US, in Europe, that has won so many international laurels, including the Nobel Peace Prize, Nobel laureates, and so on. Name it. Yet, they don't know these things. Yet, they don't know it. It's either they know it, but they rather prefer to serve those that pays them. So they wouldn't say it. They deceive. They deceive their own, even to their destruction. If you get this message, share it. Share this message. I'm not asking you to like or subscribe to this channel, but if you want to, go ahead, like the channel, subscribe to it. Because here, we'll bring thought-provoking messages that will make you to think and open up your eyes. The problem of Africa is the inability to think. Until that problem is solved, Africa will never ever rise. No, give them time. We are just coming around. We are just coming out of slavery for over 400 years. Oh, we are just coming out of slavery. Oh, give us time. Give us time. You people are foolish. That is how foolish you had been until you went into slavery. Number one, in the hands of the Arabs. For thousands of years, before you left from Arab, you went into the hands of slavery again to the Europeans. Now they have brought you up to speed, built wonderful cities and everything. So you are running back to Arabs and Asia. Those are the right people. Don't worry. Europe will leave you all alone. When the Arabs finish dealing with you, you want to go back to Europe. The gates that you will meet there, or the walls that you will meet there, will be 10 times higher and stronger, more fortified than the Trump wall. I'm sick and tired of this. You come out, we are Bantu Negroes, we are Bantu Hebrews, we are Bantu Jamaicans, we are Bantu Bahamas, we are Bantu South Africans, we are Bantu Africans, we are Bantu. Who named you Bantu? The history books are there, the facts are there, but you tell an African man, they say, oh, leave that thing. They don't know it. They just want to tarnish our image. Then when the whites call you monkeys, you get offended. When they call you niggers, you get offended. Nowadays, you don't even get offended anymore if they call you nigger. You rather use it to sing and rap, I'm a nigger, I'm a nigger, I'm a nigger. Why won't you be nigger when an entire country is named nigger area, Nigeria, nigger area, Niger, niggers? They name you. Cameroon shrimp. They name you, you hold it firm. And you are ready to kill your own for that. And you want me to address you as people. Huh? These stupid black Americans, they have started again. Because nearly all the professors and doctors are insulted themselves in the name of insulting me over the issue A.I.R Bulan. They are all black American doctors, professors, leaders of thought. The ones that serve in the military and so on. So you can serve in the military in Canada or in US and you don't know that A.I.R Bulan is not the name of Africa. You must be a fool. Probably that was why you were shipped off as slaves. You are there where the information is with you. You still don't know. Useless things. And when someone tries to tell you to open up your eyes to the truth, you reject it without even thinking. I gave them all the clues to make them understand that A.I.R Bulan has never ever been the name of Africa. Oh, the doctor, his thesis has been proven by United Nations. I said, you are a fool. How many theses have been proven by United Nations about the names of Africa? How many times have they changed the name of Africa until it got to this stage that the continent bears Africa as a name? How many times? Okay, I accept the name is A.I.R Bulan. Change it. Go and change the name of Africa. One thing is to accept the thesis, right? The second thing is to implement it. Let's see. Spineless things called Africans. To this very guy that put it banned. I would have put his name up on screen here. So you all search for him. Maybe you can use Google image to search for this image. You will get it. And you will see his name there. Forward this message to him. He's a fool. He doesn't know who he is. An absolute fool. He doesn't know who he is. That's why the West never bothers themselves. Oh, you are Bantu. Let us approve the thesis. No, you are A.I.R Bulan. Let us approve the thesis for him. Hey, take it. Go and deceive your people. Help us to keep them in check. Us to keep them. You go. Your people will celebrate you. All the greats of Africa, can you please show me one bridge that is built by only African engineers inside Africa that is a global marvel that will make the world travel down to Africa just to go and behold the site of the bridge? Not even one, no single one. Your ancestors, your forefathers, none of them built a thing like that. And you are here bragging. Africans are noisemakers. Noisemakers. To those that are not in Africa or that have never ever been to Africa, they are the ones fighting, dying to uphold the integrity of Africa. But if you leave your comfort zone in US, in Canada, in Europe, as a black man, and you get down to Africa, your eyes will see what no one has ever told you. Then you will understand that Africa is forgotten, is gone for. There's no salvation for Africa. No single salvation. The West is not responsible for the predicaments of Africa. The West is not responsible. It's being ruined and destroyed by the Africans themselves. You can take a cue from the black Americans. They don't think. They don't think at all. Any name that sounds sweet to them, oh, it sounds sweet, that must be our name. Akebulan sounds sweet, that is our name. Bantu sounds sweet, that is our name. That is who we are. Anything that sounds sweet. Just as there is a popular joke they used to make that if you throw a pin or a metal to the floor and it sounds ping, ping, the Chinese, they love it. They now say, oh, my name is Ping. My name is Shi. My name is Ping. My name is... Imagine. That's how Africa is. Anything that sounds sweet, they quickly latch on it. That is our identity. They wouldn't research it. They wouldn't think. They wouldn't ask further questions. In further series, everything that we have done or that we are doing or we have said before now, we will now make a proper program about it. But for now, sometimes you don't bottle it up. You just let it out a little bit. That is why we are here. And that's why we are called Ancient Idu. We will address the errors that have become a norm in the land. Bantu Hebrew, Bantu Negro, Akebulan Negro, Akebulan Hebrew, Akebulan American. How does it sound? Afro-American sounds better. Afro-European sounds better. Akebulan American. Mad people everywhere. Thank you for this broadcast. Share it. Let it get to those idiots that can't think for themselves. See you in the next one.